3,600 watts of pure backup power on wheels. But is the OUPES Mega 3 worth the investment? Let's do some brutal real world testing and review on this solar generator. All right, so instead of trying to open it there on that table, I'm gonna open it right here on my little office porch. This is a pretty big one, which is why I'm having to do it out here. Pack it well. There we go. Oh, I was not expecting it to be so slender. I know I can lift it. It's a little tougher to lift it and get the box. There we go. All right. Send that down. I'm excited about this guy. Oh. Ooh. That is rad. My boys are going to love that. Oh, and it's springy. It's so springy. That is super fun. This thing is purty. Whoa. Okay, now what I'm really curious about is, does it have feet on the other end? And it does. Okay, whoops. Ooh. Honestly, for how big and what presumably how powerful this is gonna be, it's not that heavy. With our Mega 1, what I was always so impressed with is how they're able to make it incredibly light. Same thing here. Now, I'll say, the build quality is still plasticky, but if that doesn't matter to you, then I wouldn't worry about it, because what I'm already noticing, these wheels feel legit. They're nice and smooth. These, there's these little bumpers here so that you can turn it on its side so that it can have a smaller footprint. That is fantastic. I am definitely gonna use this a lot. And then this handle, this thing is really smooth. So check this out. That little spring, it comes out, it locks right there. And then I was able to get it, wasn't I? There you go. So then you hit it again, and then it can come out even further. This, and it just feels good. Like, I mean, of course you want to hit that button to close it, but you have to hit the button and then you close it. It feels super nice. We have another power station that's a little clunky, and I don't like the handle for it, but this guy, woo-wee. All right, let's look at it. Oh, that's an Anderson output. Oh, okay. Ooh. Wow, that's fancy. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed right here is that it says, please do not connect solar panel to Anderson output. So Anderson output is right here, a little 30 amp output. So I was like, oh, that's a weird place to be able to put the solar panel connection right there. It's like right on the front. Usually all this is the outputs, and then the inputs are gonna be on the side. So I was a little weirded out that it had that here. So don't do this. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, then why do you have it? I don't know. OUPES, they're fans of the Anderson. I'm new at this, so I don't know the usefulness of these Anderson in and outs. Maybe someone uses it for something. I'm not really sure. You have 5 AC 20 amp outputs. It's funny how they did it, what I think is upside down. What I think would be cool is if they had some of these upside down and some of these the other direction. I think that would be good because you never know when you need to like plug something in and the cable's going somewhere. So if you have them rotated, that would be helpful. Okay, so then you have your normal USB ports here. I don't really know what QC 3.0 means. I'll have to look that up of what that is. Then of course you have your 12 volt DC and then 30 amp. Then of course you have your DC, AC, and DC. Good buttons to be able to engage that. What I like about OUPES, which I haven't seen in any other power station, is there's an external hard button to turn on and turn off the internet, basically, the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi. I like that because I am not all about like all the extra EMFs and everything. So sometimes I would like this to run not smart. I would want it to run stupid. I want it to not be sending all of the extra Bluetooth EMFs and everything. So being able to turn this off, I like that. I think that that is a very cool design, and I wish that other power stations, solar generators would do that. Here we go. Open that. Y'all, this is cool. This is the very first time that I have ever seen a circuit breaker on a power station. And it feels nice. This is cool. I don't understand why this is here, but I like it. I think it's super neat. I don't know why it's here, but it's really, really rad. So that's cool to be able to have circuit breakers here. All right, so then here you have your Anderson input, and then of course you have your AC input right there. Then you have your expansion battery right here. I actually want an expansion battery for this. This is super good because I am liking this Mega 3. Just the design of it, I haven't used it yet.
Now before I go and start testing this Mega 3 with our milk machine, OUPES has a fantastic Christmas sale going on. So stick with me after I go through all of the testing and the review. I'm gonna share with you all of the great discounts that OUPES is giving on this Mega 3 later in the video.
Decently well on the rough ground.
Well, it's definitely not, all right, yeah, it's definitely not made for gravel. Okay. Now you can just stand it up.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it.
Oh,
like that.
do it more gentle than that.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna test it out before we bring Goldie over. Everett is powering it on. Let's see if the teenager can figure it out, if it's intuitive enough. You did it. Let's see. All right, that was super exciting. Now that I know that the Mega 3 can power our milk machine, let's go ahead and check solar. Got the cable that I need. Plug it in. These are 240 watt OUPES panels. Also, I'd like to say this. I always try to do the best calling the brand's name correctly. It's saying OUPES. I've had that pronounced in my last videos, but my son Oliver did notice this. No power oops with OUPES. So with that tagline, I feel like I do have full permission to call OUPES, or at least I have the permission to mess up and to, instead of saying OUPES, I can say oops because it's great. No power oops with oops. All right, so back to the solar. These are 240 watt solar panels. And there we go. It took a little bit to get warmed up. Now we're getting about 200 watts, which you lose efficiency with all these things. So that's fantastic. Happy for that. I think it is time to pull off the screen. To show you how powerful this thing can be and how easy it is to move around. Because I have a 4,000 watt solar generator, power station, whatever you want to call it. I cannot do that. It is just ergonomically heavier and not built easily so that I can do that. That's what I like about the OUPES. All right, in the studio, going to test it with the old, inefficient refrigerator. I think this is kind of probably even not needed to be able to test this. This thing has so much power that you're gonna run the refrigerator super easy. But let's just see how long it'll run. Powering it back on. There we go. There we go. Surge went up to like maybe 700. Stable at 178. So at 69%, it's saying that it would run this for 9 hours. Now that's 9 hours as the refrigerator is currently running. Fridges are gonna go up and down of cooling and then not cooling because the motor doesn't run constantly. So this will probably run a good 12 plus hours. So this solar generator can absolutely get you what you need. Here, it just now went up to 10 hours because I guess the wattage came down a little bit. 10 hours at 69%. All right, bringing it back. So it's a little bit dirtier than whenever I unboxed it, of course, but let's go over my brutally honest take on this solar generator. And let's do the cons before I do the pros. Really, I have had no cons with this Mega 3 solar generator. The one con that I would say, and I have to be brutally honest, we had the Mega 1, and one of the reasons why we're promoting the Mega 3 is our Mega 1 stopped charging. So I don't know what happened. Maybe I did something wrong, but I contacted customer service and I said, hey, my Mega 1 generator stopped charging, stopped running, and they sent me a replacement right away, and that was it. They sent me a shipping label, and I sent it back, and I got a replacement generator. So what that means is that the con is actually, in my opinion, a pro, that the customer service is fantastic. I really can't think of anything bad about that. You want, whenever something goes bad, for the company to fix it. And that's what OUPES did for us. I think they turned that con into a pro. And then the last con, which is very little because, again, good customer service, is I wasn't able to get the app to connect. And all I really needed to do, and it wasn't necessarily in the instruction manual, or at least I didn't understand it, is they have this internet button right here, and I just had to hold that down for like a decently long time, like maybe a minute or two. And once I did that, it reset everything, and then it connected to my app right away. So again, a con turned into a pro because of great customer service and them talking me through how to do that. All right, let's give you the pros. You guys, it runs the milk machine. I don't really need to say much else beyond that. Running our milk machine is the thing that I do every single day. Sometimes even I have to do it twice a day. Having a generator that can run that milk machine, it's like a compressor. This thing runs it. This is easy to get in and out. Me and my boys don't have to lift something heavy. in and out. We don't have to put this on a dolly to be able to get it in and out. I love that it runs it. I love that it runs it well. It runs it strong. It can handle the surge. And I love the form factor of this. So yes, the build quality on OUPES is plastic. That's it. It's built great. It's a good build quality. It just feels plasticky, but that's constant throughout their Mega Series because their Mega Series is super lightweight and you're allowed to save money. I'm gonna give you the full price breakdown of the Christmas sale that they have going on. But the form factor of this is fantastic. The fact that it has this kind of low to the ground, so if you want to run it the way that it's sitting here on the table, if you want to stand it up, it's a more compact, smaller footprint, and just this, hello, like the suitcase handle is so great. The ergonomics of this, I love the lightweight. Kelly may or may not be able to lift it, but me, Everett, and Ollie, we can all lift this and get it where we want it to, but I honestly don't need to lift it very often because of the wheels and because of the handle. It powers everything that I want. The milk machine is the only thing that only a couple of my power stations have been able to power up. So that's where we are. Like now we have another one that can run that milk machine. And if it can run the milk machine, it can run every single electronic that we have here on our property, minus maybe our air conditioners. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't figured out how to fully run our house, but it does have the 38 breaker, so I would be very excited to try that out in 2025. Another thing that I just like about OUPES, is they are by far the best bang for your buck company that I have seen. Okay, so let's talk about their Christmas special. I don't want to miss any details because it is so good. I actually don't understand how they can price it this cheap. So OUPES is having a full Christmas special sale. It's basically like their Black Friday sale is returning. You can get up to $3,829 off. Now talking about the Mega 3, they have a flash sale going on for the dates of December 11th, the 15th, the 18th, and the 22nd. The Mega 3, the normal price is usually $22.49. You can save $850, which drops the sales price down to $13.99. It's almost like a 50% off sale. It's fantastic. That's why I think OUPES has the best bang for your buck in all of these solar generators that we review. In addition to their fantastic customer service, I think that you can't go wrong with OUPES. And currently, this is my favorite solar generator that we own because it can run our milk machine. I love it. All right, so check out all those links in the description below.